It's a strange predicament. On one hand, the Congress chief has warned that a hat-trick for Prime Minister Modi will usher in dictatorship in India. On the other, the BJP alleges dictatorship of the Parivar in the Congress party. Let's tell you how the Tanashahi jibe seems to be a double-edged sword. Perhaps fearing a Modi wave, the latest offensive on the BJP star campaigner has been launched by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. Mr. Kharge has said that if PM Modi returns, then there will be dictatorship in India, just like it is there in Russia. He goes on to say that there will be no more elections if BJP returns to power. Listen in to Congress President war cry to save democracy.
ये आखिरी चुनाव है। मोदी अगर फिर से आए तो नई चुनाव होंगे, नहीं करने देगा और डिक्टेटरशिप आएगी। डर के कोई दोस्ती छोड़ रहा है, कोई पार्टी छोड़ रहा है, कोई गठबंधन छोड़ रहा है। अरे इतने डरपोक लोग अगर रहे तो क्या यह मुल्क बचेगा? क्या यह संविधान बचेगा? क्या यह डेमोक्रेसी बचेगी? इसीलिए आखिरी चांस है आपको वोट देने का। इसके बाद कोई वोट नहीं देगा, क्योंकि ये पुतिन, रशियन पुतिन का जो प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्शन होता ना, वैसा ही होते चले जाएंगे।
The BJP, in fact, has a hit out at Congress for trying to allegedly save democracy. They say that there is a golden era under Prime Minister Modi and that Congress has only given dynasts, not Democrats.
इस ढंग के दुष्प्रचार से नरेंद्र मोदी की लोकप्रियता नहीं गिरने वाली है। आप अपनी चिंता करें।
जो श्रीमान खड़गे जी कह रहे हैं, लोकतंत्र की हत्या कांग्रेस करती आई है और याद होगा पूरा देश एक बार इस कांग्रेस की नीति के कारण त्रस्त हुआ था और लोकतंत्र की हत्या कर दी गई थी।
So whatever Shri Kharge ji is saying, it is real meaning is that those dynastic politics under the garb of democracy, which is continuing, which has been totally discarded by voter in the last election, now seems towards an eclipse, and the true emergence of true democracy is there in the offing.
Well, the Congress, of course, backs its chief, saying that BJP is capturing independent institutions to ensure that even now elections are not free and fair.
मोदी और अमित शाह ने ईडी का ऐसे बना दिया, उनका ऑर्डर का ऊपर जो भी करने वाला संगठन बना दिया। हर एक किसी का ऊपर ईडी है और ये ईडी ऑफिसर्स सिर्फ ये दलाल बन चुके हैं पूरी देश में और लोगों का ईडी ऑफिशियल्स का बिहेवियर बहुत डेंजरस हो रहा है देश में। ईडी इनके लिए एक वॉचमैन का काम करने लगी है, ये लोगों का कोई भी हिटमैन वाला काम करने लगी है।
Meanwhile, BJP alleges that there is dictatorship of the Parivar in the Congress party. BJP's Amit Malviya, in fact, tweeted a video of Kharge lashing out at workers who raised Rahul Gandhi Zindabad chants during his speech. Quipping at Congress, BJP said that after all, not everyone can be Manmohan Singh and suffer the humiliation in silence. Take a look at what happened and you decide for yourself.
और इसी के वजह से आपको होशियार रहना चाहिए। अगर आप ये कहें, अरे सुनो भाई, सुने तो ही ज्ञान आता है, ज्ञान आए तो ही आप बोल सकते हैं। स्लोगन शाउटिंग मेरे लिए कले तो मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा, बाकी का समझ तो नहीं पाएंगे आप।
When asked if there is dictatorship within the Congress, watch how the party's general dismisses the claim as BJP's dream.
They are dreaming. Yes, they are just dreaming. Their only duty is to divide this country and divide all of them. It will not happen.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
All right, let's open this up. Sanju Verma, Ishkaran, Tehseen Poonawalla, Kamruzaman Chaudhary continue to be with us on the broadcast. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, if the BJP government or Prime Minister Narendra Modi wanted to turn this country, the democracy into dictatorship system, why wait for 2024?
Swati, today, in fact, when I got a call from your relationship managers for a invite on a debate, I thought maybe we will be discussing the Chandigarh, the loot of the mandate inside the mayoral election. All videos are viral. How this Bharatiya Janata Party has looted the popular mandate of the people by manipulating the entire electoral process. Just 2 days ago, we have seen how Bihar was being snatched away from a popular government, was in fact removed, and BJP government came back to power. Earlier, there were examples of the Karnataka government, of the Madhya Pradesh government, very recently of the Maharashtra government. This is the way how the Modi government operates. The standard operating procedure is one way. You have got Amit Shah's army of various investigating agencies, and other way you have got the mechanisms of Narendra Modi into capturing states. While we discuss this, you know, one part of India is burning in Manipur with no concern for anybody, because
so, Mr. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, when the relationship manager called you, I'm sure the relationship manager briefed you about debate number 2, and you willingly agreed to be part of debate number 2.
Can I please come on the topic of the debate?
No, I said I wanted to bring that Chandigarh mayoral episode, the way Bharatiya Janata Party looted the mandate of the people in the Chandigarh Municipal Corporation. Not only that, Swati.
So that you're saying is dictatorship.
Suspended from the parliament, unprecedented in history.
Okay, so he's Sanju Verma is citing examples.
Being bulldozed into the parliament.
Citing examples of how it is already turning into dictatorship. Sanju Verma, respond.
Thank you. Swati, you know, he says BJP has looted the mandate. Then Nitish Kumar, please keep quiet now. बीच में बेवकूफों की तरह टोकना बंद
नहीं, प्लीज संजू वर्मा, ये अब आप फिर किसी को बेवकूफ कहना, किसी की औकात पर बात करना, प्लीज लेट्स नॉट डू दैट. अगर ये कोई टिप्पणी आप पर करेगा, अगर कोई ये टिप्पणी आप पर करेगा तो आप भी बर्दाश्त नहीं कर पाएंगे. संजू वर्मा, लेट्स नॉट क्रॉस द लाइन.
Can he abuse the enforcement directorate, which is the statutory body on your show? Is that fine? Did you interject him? He called the enforcement directorate dishonest.
Sanju Verma, Kamruzaman Chaudhary said nothing about you. आप उनको बेवकूफ कह रही हैं, कभी आप किसी की औकात पर बात करिए. Nobody's going to tolerate that.
I don't need lessons from this madrasa bred bigot. Thank you. I want to tell you one thing, Swati.
What is wrong with
Sanju Verma, let me make it clear that you cannot cross the line.
Okay, I will not cross the line if the other
nobody has abused you. Nobody has used any derogatory term against you. Nobody has used abusive language against you, Sanju Verma.
Abuse the other statutory agencies, but I cannot abuse Kamruzaman, but he can abuse the Prime Minister on your show.
He did not abuse the Prime Minister. He has used no abusive language. He has not used abusive language. Sanju Verma, that is not... One second, Sanju Verma, nobody on the debate has used any abusive language.
Let me come on the topic.
Yes, but do not use such terms. Do not call people bewakoof and don't go on people's auqat.
I will speak in the language that the other panelists speak.
Which means with respect, because nobody has used any abusive language against you. Please go ahead.
Abuse the Prime Minister on your show.
Nobody has abused the Prime Minister, Sanju Verma.
Yes, they have.
Nobody has abused the Prime Minister.
Please don't heckle me.
I am not heckling you. I am just asking you to not cross the line. Go ahead.
Let me remind Kamruzaman. The mandate was stolen from Devendra Fadnavis led government in 2019 by whom? By Uddhav Thackeray and Rahul Gandhi. Two people who got into an alliance despite the fact that Bala Saheb Thackeray, Uddhav's father, said, मैं चाहे जिंदा रहूं ना रहूं, कभी कांग्रेस और सोनिया गांधी और उसके बेटे के साथ alliance नहीं करूंगा. The mandate was stolen when the BJP got 77 seats, the RJD got 78 seats, JDU got 45 seats, and the Congress got only 19 seats in the Bihar 2020 assembly elections. The party with the second largest seats, only 1 seat lower than the RJD, was thrown out in August 2022, and Nitish Kumar, Rahul Gandhi, the left, and the RJD joined hands. That is when the mandate was stolen. And democracy khatre mein tab thi when in 1951 Nehru passed the First Amendment. Democracy khatre mein tab thi when Indira Gandhi passed the 42nd Amendment and brought in the word secular and passed the amendment to curtail the power of judicial review of the courts. Democracy khatre mein tab thi when the Congress wanted to pass the communal violence bill to demonize Hindus. Thank God it did not happen.
Okay, democracy was yes, democracy was endangered during UPA's regime is your argument. Tehseen Poonawalla, please come in. The BJP says the real dictator is the Gandhi Parivar. It's Rahul Gandhi.
Swati, I have a lot of respect for you on a personal level and as an anchor. Throughout this debate, both in the first and second, Kamru Zaman, me, and the RJD spokesman were put under a lot of humiliation. We barely get our say. The debates are stacked against us. We research and come, and they're personal insults. It's not fair on us. It's really not fair. We are not here to be insulted. We make points, we make political points, we take political jibes. To come here to keep humiliating us is not the way it's supposed to be done. What points, what is this? If this is not dictatorship, what is? You cannot be talking to us this way. We are respected people who have been invited to your show. If Kamru Zaman does not bring up Chandigarh, where the presiding officer first finished illness, then took away the votes that were discarded despite the opposition having a majority and refused to show them, and you're called all sorts of auqat kya hai, aap chor ho, aap madrasa chap ho. Am I a madrasa chap? Is he a madrasa chap? What kind of language is being allowed here?
So it's not being allowed. I've asked Sanju Verma to not cross the line. It's not being allowed.
It is not acceptable.
It is not acceptable. I agree with you.
We are not people who come here.
And it has not been allowed
for the show.
Yes.
It's unfair to us. What points do we make on a show where the debate is against us, where the speaker, the BJP speaker, gets a lot of time to speak, and the little time that we get, they are subjected to humiliation and they speak in between? How do we make our point? Anyways,
right now, go ahead. Tehseen Poonawalla, make your point.
No, there's nothing I have to say. I really have respect for you. Just see what happened in Chandigarh. Show those visuals to your viewers, and you'll know why we are seeing dictatorship. There is dictatorship. An election was taken away, was actually taken away. An election held under the court's eyes was taken away from the people. And the presiding officer thought it not prudent to show the votes, the invalidated votes. He took it and ran away. And he's now saying to the TV channels, oh, the votes have been destroyed. How can this be acceptable?
Ishkaran, the dictatorship has already begun.
Swati, I have a slightly different point and a very important point. The Congress president very casually dispatched the president of Russia, Russia with whom we have deep ties, Russia from whom we have military ties, from whom we are buying 20-30% of oil. So I do not understand what is the strategy where a senior member of the Indian ruling class suddenly goes attacking our ally. They are way closer to China. China, India have border tensions. They could have given an example of China, though maybe they have an MOU and the MOU says that you will not talk about the electoral processes in China. I do not know. I have not seen the MOU. But we also need to discuss as a nation which is becoming an emerging power on the global platform, that would our opposition leaders so casually attack our long-time allies for no rhyme or reason? Your political attacks of what Modi is doing is going on since 2002. They will go on till maybe 2032 or 2042. That's one point. But that is why the voters of this country have rejected. In US, the first question is, whom do you want as a commander of chief? Whom do you want as a person in power who will deal with your foreign allies? Now let us imagine, it's difficult to imagine, but we have to imagine that Congress comes to power and then they have to deal with Mr. Putin. What is this level of politics that is happening in this country, that the senior most leader of the opposition, President of Congress, attacks Mr. Putin in this language? I think that also needs to be discussed in this nation. It is not that Prime Minister is stealing the election. The elections he won in 2014 were when you were in power. 2019, everybody saw the result. It was a massive wave. Okay. Now, this time also, you had 3 state elections, because those elections they have lost when they were hyped up all over, because they say Godi media, let's say Piddi media, hyped it all over the nation, and they lost it. That is why Nitish Kumar made a choice of not staying with people.
But even Nitish Kumar said, as is being quoted by many, that he'd rather die but not join hands with the BJP or go back to the NDA fold, but he has done that. Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, Ishkaran Bhandari is talking about the mandate that this government has received in assembly polls in general elections. So how come you're calling it dictatorship?
No doubt about it. Nobody is questioning the popular mandate that Narendra Modi government has enjoyed since 2014. There is no denying. As an opposition, it's our duty to highlight the fallacies, the problems within the Narendra Modi government's policies. That's as an opposition party, our duty is towards the nation. Now here you come to that, when a consultative process is the main backbone of the democratic process. You have got 150 plus MPs being suspended and bills being bulldozed inside the parliament within hardly 1 or 2 minutes of discussion. This is the level of discourse that a parliamentary democracy has been reduced to. Leave that aside. You have got governments elected functioning for getting a mandate of 5 years. They have been pulled down because of the vested interest and the pure thought of staying in power by Narendra Modi government. Well, you have got militant groups active across all over the northeast India. You are turning a blind eye to the genocide that is happening in Manipur under a BJP ruled government. So this is the level that you have got. When you bring in the religion along with the pseudo-nationalism of the Bharatiya Janata Party, we have got a problem. We have got an objection.
Okay. The Bharatiya Janata Party says that the Congress party has only given dynasts, it believes in dynastic politics, whereas the Congress party has taken the dictatorship jibe at the BJP. And Mr. Kharge, in fact, also went on to say if Modi comes back in power, there will be no democracy, there will only be dictatorship. The people of the country have to decide who are they going to vote for. For the moment, Sanju Verma and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.